Buffalo Academy of the Sacred Heart continues its 135-year legacy of providing a balanced Catholic education rooted in the warmth of the Franciscan tradition.
The spirit is palpable when you come in this building. So whether it was 50 years ago or 30 years ago, 10 years ago, we have so many parents that are still involved whose daughters are long gone. You know, they have so appreciated what the school was able to do for them and for their families.
I feel that when you graduate from here, you're just part of this community for life.
I am the third generation here, so my mom went here, my aunt went here, my grandma went here, so I think it's a great education. This was my first choice.
Everybody here is like my second family. The faculty to student relationships are just so close, and you know that you have 400 girls that are there for you. It's a great environment.
It's my home away from home. Everyone comes together, and it's just a really nice community that we have.
I just knew it was Sacred Heart, that it had this feeling, a warmth, an openness, and just a beauty that I think every student can kind of see. I fell in love with the school off the bat.
The beautiful women, there are 7,000 and counting of women who have gone before us and who have gone into our communities throughout the country and the world and brought their Franciscan values and their love of Sacred Heart.
Love of Sacred Heart Academy is what this campaign is all about, celebrating our tradition and building our future. For the first time in more than 80 years, the footprint of the campus will be expanded with the building of a new convocation center and gymnasium. The new 20,000 square foot convocation center gymnasium will cost $3.5 million and includes a fitness center, dance studio, and classroom. The 9,000 square foot gymnasium will have seating for 500 and will be home to our physical education program and our athletic teams, as well as special events, assemblies, performances, and lectures.
It'll be like a dream come true. We need a new building. We don't need a new spirit. We don't need different people. We need a new facility. And I think whatever happened in this facility will just carry over.
When I consider what the possibilities are of what I could do instructionally with the girls, it could be leaps and bounds from where we are right now. I just see that the sky's the limit for these girls if they did have appropriate facilities. Obviously, we have a great campus here as it is now, and we've had no expansion for 80 years, so the time is right. And I think to have home field advantage for their sports teams and also offer a meeting space that accommodates the size of the academy now is of utmost importance.
We need to have offerings that allow the girls to develop physically in the same way that we do spiritually and mentally. 80 years ago, this was absolutely sufficient, but we've outgrown that as women have embraced their athletic persona as well as their academic and spiritual persona.
The expansion will also support our college preparatory curriculum, comprised of advanced placement, honors and regents courses, and academic electives. The project will include renovating the convent located on the 3rd and 4th floors of the academy in order to build 5 multi-use classrooms at a cost of $700,000.
5 new classrooms would allow us to run 3 or 4 new electives. It would allow us to continue to keep our class sizes small. It will allow us to have a full 4 languages here at Sacred Heart. So we introduced Chinese this year, and we did it in a very limited way, knowing that we had some restrictions on classroom space.
Every department is minus 1 classroom, which then involves a lot of shifting and a lot of mobility on the teacher's part. And I think if a department could have those extra classrooms, it would increase productivity, it would increase competency, efficiency.
It would allow us to continue to keep our class sizes small because we can run more sections if we have more classrooms in which to do it.
The classroom additions will further the vision of the school to empower young women through excellence in education.
Well, the school, has an excellent academic record, but as you add more resources to something that already has an outstanding background, it's just gonna put it right over the top and really get it to that next level.
I'm getting a great education. You take the tough courses, of course, but the teachers, I feel like they're always ready to help you.
Buffalo Academy of the Sacred Heart often hears from its alumni about the impact their education has had on their lives.
And they always come back and they say, you know what? It's not just about the academics that you taught here. It's about all the other stuff. I know how to budget my time. I know how to problem solve. I know how to put aside things and be able to attack a research project of that because of the education that I ended up getting here at school.
I think Sacred Heart gives women the tools they need to make decisions about their future. And I would say Sacred Heart was that for me. I had fabulous role models all through my career at Sacred Heart, and that is continuing today when you look at our administration and the teachers and the energy and the commitment they have to their profession. And the girls pick up on that pretty quickly. And so I think that's a very important tool.
We see the importance of women leaders and women for the future. And if we can do anything to assist that and in a positive way, that's what we're all about.
In the spirit of St. Francis, we call on all members of the Sacred Heart family to join in building a welcoming, multicultural, and just community. The Celebrate Our Tradition, Build Our Future campaign will increase our endowment by $300,000 and enrich all our students' experiences by expanding diversity.
And we want the identity and the opportunity to receive this Franciscan value-based education to be accessible to all.
A legacy of 135 years. The time is now to celebrate our tradition and build our future.
Come and spend some time here and see what goes on in this building. It's such a great place. It does such an amazing job of educating, empowering young women, and you'll want to assist in that. You'll want to be part of that. If you are a graduate, all the more reason.
And it's going to give our women more challenges and more benefits. And if we as the alum, parents, scholars, anyone can give a little or a lot, then I think that's our duty, our belief, and I think our commitment to what we said to Sacred Heart years ago.
Any opportunity someone has to contribute to that community building, which is such an important part of our larger society here in Buffalo, it's time.
But we're Sacred Heart. We have a history. We have something to put out there and say, these are our students, these are our alumni, this is our facility. Our educational system within the school is wonderful, okay? Our spiritual growth here is wonderful. Our athletic prowess is noted all over, so now's the time.
The need is now. I would be remiss if we waited another minute because we have an opportunity to make the educational experience here for our girls better and stronger through this campaign, and that should happen as soon as possible. And so for all of you who are out there and considering a gift to Sacred Heart, please prayerfully consider it and have it come from your heart because it'll make a difference in the lives of our young women.
Sun don't set in the morning.